Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create and submit requests for quotes directly to your vendors. So if you do want to be able to collect key information, pricing details, shipping costs from the vendor before you choose to invoice your client for these products, then keep watching and I'll show you exactly how to do that within Design Files using the RFQ feature. Now we'll use this project as our example. Let's say that I've been working with my client, they've approved a number of items for order, and now I want to just collect a little extra information from the vendor before I bill my client for these products. So to do that, I'm just going to come up to the project navigation up here, and I'm going to click into the purchase order section. Within the purchase order section, you're going to see that you can do purchase orders and you can also do request for quotes. So just click on RFQs right here, and then you'll click the button to create your first request for quote. That's going to bring us into this view right here. Now you can see at the top of the page, my client's name has been pulled in. I do need to select the vendor that I'm going to be creating this request for quote for. And then we've got our RFQ ID, my account number, and I also have the address that I'll be shipping these products to. Down here, I can start adding actual products to this request for quote. So let's click that button. And that's going to open up this panel, which is going to show me every single item that I have included within this project. So what I can do here is I can narrow it down to the specific vendor. So I'm going to select Arterials here. And that's going to show me now just the curated list of all the Arterial products that I've used within this project. But if I want to, I can actually narrow it down further by using this filter right here. So this will actually narrow it down to all the Arterial products that my client has actually approved for this project. So if I click this, we are going to get a curated list, and now I can add in, I'll just click this checkbox right here, and it's going to allow me to automatically add all 4 of these items directly to my request for quote. Now you can see that when I've done that, the system's pulled in all of the product information for me. So I can see a small image of the product name, description, SKU, dimensions, and material and finish. And and over here, you also have your column for quantity. If you do want to add in any additional notes on a per line item level, then you can use this field right here. Or if you wanted to add in some additional notes that are just notes for the overall order, then you can use this field down here. You can also add attachments, and then you can send the RFQ directly to your vendor or save it as a draft and preview it if you want. But let's go ahead and we'll just send the RFQ to the vendor. My contact email address has already been added in for me. And the reason for that is that I've actually added Arterials as a vendor contact within my contacts list. So if you do the same, then you'll see that these fields will automatically populate for you. And if you don't see the email address, you can just go ahead and you can add it. You can change up the subject line and add in your own message, and then just send the request for quote directly to your vendor. And then once you've done that, another great addition to this feature is that once you get information back from your vendor, you can actually take any of your RFQs and you can turn them directly into purchase orders. So let's say my vendor followed up with me. I've now got all the key information I need, and I want to just go ahead and submit the actual purchase order now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my RFQ page, go to that specific RFQ. I'm going to click this button right here with the 3 dots, and then I'll be able to create a purchase order directly from my request for quote. So we'll click that. The system is then going to spin up the purchase order for these items now, and I can just quickly add in the specific shipping costs and the specific pricing details that I collected from this vendor, and I can go ahead and I can send that PO directly out to the vendor to get this order underway. Now, one final thing that I will say, if I go ahead and I create this purchase order, we'll just go ahead and submit it. Another final step that will help you just keep track of all those orders that you have on the go is that any of the POs that you create within Design Files are automatically added to your product tracker for you. So here you'll be able to have one view where you can keep track of the overall status of each and every one of these items that you just placed the order for. Okay, so that about wraps it up. If you do have any questions at all about the request for quote feature, just reach out to us on the live chat. We're always happy to help. And as always, thanks for watching.